Let's delve into all of this with Tewodros Sisay, the Africa Economic Advisory Leader at Deloitte Africa. Great to have you on the show with us, sir. Now, of course, what we know is that Ethiopian Airlines will provide roughly 20% of the financing for this $10 billion ambitious project. What are your thoughts on the significance that we now have the AFDB agreeing to provide $500 million, a $500 million loan, and also act as a lead arranger of this deal? Will this ensure that the project will get the financing that it needs?
Thanks for having me as always. Maybe I want to start with by saying, Ethiopian Airlines is a remarkable African story, not only for Ethiopia, for the continent as well. It's also a model showing SOEs, state-owned enterprises, can actually be run by professionals and become successful. So maybe coming to your question, the fact that FDB is becoming a lead arranger, not only that, also committing $500 million means a lot. One, it's putting a skin in the game as well from an FDB point of view. It's also telling other investors that they are willing to put money, not only raise the needed financing as well. This will help de-risk and then also entice other investors to come into the table as well. Maybe the other thing is as a lead arranger, the responsibility of FDB will be to do due diligence and then make sure that the project is, or the required project is done in a way that would allow other investors to come in. So this will give investors now a stamp of approval, given FDB's AAA ratings, and then the fact that they are putting $500 million where their mouth is will help give confidence to investors. We can't say it's a 100% success that will bring the money, but at least it increases the probability of raising the $10 billion that's required for this mega airport.
Now, this is going to be a huge project just in terms of the capacity that it will add to Ethiopia's aviation sector and also sectors such as tourism. Give us a sense of how significant this project will be to Ethiopia's economy and also its aviation sector as it is being constructed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you look at the structure of the Ethiopian economy, services sector is actually driving a lot of the growth. And within the services growth, you'll see that Ethiopian Airlines actually plays a very key role driving economic growth in the country. So we can see it from a different angle, maybe from the economics perspective. You can see that it generates a lot of foreign currency, given that this mega airport will increase its capacity by almost fivefold. This will increase the country's capacity in terms of generating the foreign currency, not only from the passengers' point of view, but from the airport itself, from the passengers spending money at the airport, retail, and the hotels and others. The other thing that I'm very much excited about is the job creation potential of this project. So it will create tens of thousands of jobs during the construction and after the construction, running the project as well. This will have a significant contribution to the country's economy. If you look at the currently Ethiopian Airlines contribution to GDP is very much significant, and this now will continue to increase, possibly growing by 4 times from where it is currently, which is around $2 billion at the current state. And then from the aviation sector point of view, I think the biggest contribution is currently Ethiopian Airlines is serving 19 million passengers. This will grow to 100 million, more than actually 100 million passengers. Now, currently Africans use European airports and Dubai, Singapore as a hub to move to different countries, whether it's in Asia, whether it's in Europe or Middle East. Now, it will allow the Ethiopian Airlines to serve these passengers, and then it makes it easier for African passengers to move around within the continent as well. So it will unlock growth within that aviation sector.
Right.
It also provides Ethiopian Airlines a hub dominance as well.
Right. Now, it's interesting because, as you said, it's a huge project. Slightly expensive, about $10 billion. Now, Ethiopian Airlines says it's going to provide about 20% or roughly 20% of that funding. How do you think this will impact Ethiopian Airlines' bottom line? And also, as you talked a little bit about there, how do you think it will also impact Ethiopian Airlines' influence on the continent's aviation sector? It already is Africa's largest airline, of course.
Indeed. I mean, we can see it from two angles. Of course, in the short term, it will have a lot of impact on Ethiopian Airlines' balance sheet because of the interest payments, and impact, of course, on the profitability of the construction, the cost related to it. So it will have a significant impact on that. But in the long term, so it will help Ethiopian Airlines to possibly quadruple, even more than that, from a profitability point of view, also strengthen the balance sheet as well. But also at the same time, you've mentioned it rightly that Ethiopian Airlines is already a dominant airlines in Africa with hubs in Zambia, Malawi, DRC, and other countries. And then the Vision 2035 is also to expand this hub and spoke model across other African countries. So it will help it to increase its dominance and then win against competitors. More importantly, against Middle East Airlines. So it will have a significant impact for the company as well as its dominance across the African continent.
Right.